everyone, this is my uncle's new car. See what's inside. What's that? And there's an aeroplane up there, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about the next video.
Hold it. Go on.
I found something with your skyline. Come here and let's see Chuck's skyline. And he needs to clean it a little bit. And he's working on this because that's behind it.
I need you to come with me. Let's go introduce the new project. I need you to say a few things, okay?
Hi everyone, this is my uncle's new car.
Ooh, he did it brilliantly. Great job.
Here it is.
Yeah?
It's out here and the lights are a bit big. See what's inside.
Oh, you gotta already show the interior off.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not that clean there right now.
So here it is, but it needs a little bit of cleaning.
Yeah?
And it's got loads of things. And that's the same junk that I got there.
Yeah. Okay, so Isaac, so what we're gonna be doing in this video is we're gonna be giving this car a little bit of a wash.
Ooh,
Okay?
yeah.
So we're gonna give the car a bit of a wash. You can play with the spray gun and everything. And I'm gonna do all the hard work, okay?
Yeah.
But okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Right, let's go. Just trust me. You see? So you squeeze it, I'll hold it. Come on. You are? Okay, you do it now. Yeah!
What's that? And there's an aeroplane up there, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about the next one. We just got a little bit more clean this side.
That side, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, right. Let's get the cleaning started, okay?
Yeah.
You having fun?
Hey, good.
Yeah, you did. So go on, carry on washing the car. I'm gonna get the bucket ready, okay? Okay. Ah, you got me good then, Isa.
Gotcha.
You got me
I
good.
was cleaning the window.
Yeah, you definitely were.
Yeah. And the water went on you.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. Silly guys. So the next strength is cleaning the car with phone.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Well, come over here.
What is that? Purple?
This is a foam gun, and that's the spray. So you ready? 3, 2, 1.
What?
Ah, it's gonna go at the right. Ah, let go.
Ah!
Yeah?
Don't get over me.
Okay, so they have to go out, but there is the Lexus. It's all cleaned up. Not the perfectest of cleans. I wasn't trying to aim for perfection. So this is always the most awkward bit of filming, is filming outside. But yeah, this is the Lexus, everyone. The lighting's better over on this side. So washing the car has completely ruined me. The wheels has definitely made me all dirty. And in all fairness, they were filthy. I've had the car for about 4 to 5 months now. And that's the first time I've basically washed it. It has been a hand car wash once before, and that was before I took it all the way up to Scotland. So yep, the car has already done a couple of missions with me, but it's my daily run around, and it's been great to actually own. There's so much that this car has available to offer me as a project car, because the kind of things that I could look at doing with it is like, you know, doing a full sound system, ambient lighting, which I've already done, which a video will be up on soon of how to install that. And yeah, I'm also going to be looking at doing star lighting, changing all the headlining and stuff on the car, making it all nice and black at the moment. But just look inside, you can see the headlining, it's the cream color, and the rest of the interior is black. I don't think they ever came as an option with the black, so it's going to be nice to do that and have something very, very different. And yeah, there you go, you can see a little bit of the ambient lighting. Can't really see much because of the way I've installed it. But I think shortly we'll go out for a little drive and I'll talk a little bit more about what the car is like. Wow, it's all of a sudden very sunny out, but good moment to take the car out for a quick little drive. Let's get some lighting up in here. Oh my god, my hair is crazy from having the hat on all day. But this is the Lexus, the ultimate cruising machine. What can I say? Well, first off, I got the GS430, which is the V8 version. 4.3 litre, I think around 300 brake horsepower, probably less. And you know what, considering some of my other cars like the 6 Series and stuff that were V8s, I've normally had them gas converted, but this one I've left it on just normal petrol. And don't get me wrong, it is expensive to drive around in terms of fuel economy. At the moment right now I'm averaging 28 miles per gallon, and that's about half the tank used on motorway and a third of the tank used local driving. So it's a good mixture, but it shows just how the car's fuel economy is. It's a fantastic car. You know, everything on it is just working pretty much great. It's got electric seats, heated front seats. It's nice and quiet. The ride isn't too harsh. It's on teen coilovers, which the previous owner put on. The car is pretty much as the previous owner had it. I'm just basically carrying on the ownership. I got the car, I think it was around 109,000 miles, which has been effortless for this car, I guess. And since then I've done about 4,000 to 5,000 miles. I have driven the car from Birmingham all the way up to Scotland and back. That was great. What I did as soon as I got the car was I got the cam belt changed. The last time it got done was actually at Lexus, and it was done at around 60,000 miles, and I thought, okay, it's getting up to around 60,000 miles again, it's kind of due for it. It's actually been 10 years since it got done as well. So I thought now is the perfect time to get that replaced. And you know, with that being the case as well, I got the thermostat. I got the thermostat and the water pump changed at the same time as well. I just thought whilst they're doing it, get it done. And in fact, what's crazy is the actual cam belt change on this car from Lexus was really cheap. It came up to, I think it was £400 or £395. They basically have a set charge on the classic Lexuses to do a cam belt change. The water pump and the thermostat was extra, but it's not it came up to, I think, around £700, but that's parts and labor. Now, considering the fact that that means it's then done at Lexus, can't really complain, because who else is going to do it better than Lexus? Yeah, the car drove amazing on the way to and from Scotland. The only thing about driving to Scotland is when you're in Scotland, especially Edinburgh, the roads get a bit jittery, and I would really have appreciated the stock suspension and probably some thicker tires, because some of those cobble roads are just very, very horrible to drive over. In all fairness, I don't think any car is that great on them. Jeez, I can't believe how clean the car is. I'm looking out the windows and I'm like, oh my god, I can see everything. This is very clean. I'll show you guys some clips of the engine bay. Again, it did have an aftermarket air filter on it when I first got the car, but I noticed that it made the idle lumpy at certain points. Apparently that's quite common with these engines if you change the air filter, so I've just put the stock one back on. I thought, you know, I'm not really enjoying the air filter noise or anything like that. It's not how I drive this car, so there's no point of having something like that. But be that as it may, the car is not slow. It definitely pulls like a train. I think the main slow part of it, 35 GTR, 60 plate, nice. The main slow thing about this car is probably its gearbox. It's definitely the Achilles heel to it. When it comes to slowly driving around and enjoying a nice little cruise, it's perfect. There's no judders, there's no nothing like that. But when it comes to pushing the car a little bit, there's nothing really from it. This car doesn't come with the little up and down buttons for the gear changing, which I would have actually enjoyed. I think it would have been something fun to play around with, but didn't come with that feature. It's okay, can't really complain too much about it. Now, I do try to fill the car up on V-Power as much as I can, because, you know, you want to take care of the engine and everything, but with the way the fuel crisis is at the moment in the world, whatever fuel I can basically find sometimes is what's going in, especially with the prices of fuel going up and up and up, and the 23 miles per gallon average. Yeah, it's pretty fun. The sound system is one of the things that I would really like to update on this car, because I think the driver's side speaker, one of them is blown. The way I'm working it at the moment is I've got the cassette player going into a Bluetooth adapter, which is then plugged into a cigarette lighter port, which actually does work pretty well. You can enjoy the music, it's just you're not getting that sound clarity, and, you know, you're not able to enjoy all the different levels of music coming through the bass or anything like that. As I mentioned earlier, I think doing the Starlight on this car will really take it to that next level. The ambient lighting on here that I've installed recently is just awesome. It's one of my favorite kits now, and it's definitely above par. I think it just brings this car to a very, very, very modern level, and that's kind of the challenge that I wanted to have with this car, was kind of keep it a little bit OEM, like original, as much as I can, but just bring it up a little bit more to a bit more modern of a look and feel from it. So that's why, with the interior being done up like that, I might go for a different head unit and stuff, going for an Android one, which would then really update the infotainment system. Plus, you know, with the car being lowered, it just looks the part. I think I'd love to refresh the headlights and stuff on the car as well. But if any of you have any suggestions as to what I could look to do to this car, something to kind of keep it still as a bit of a daily, but really, really, you know, enjoy it at the same time as well. If there's any like ideas you think I should do with the car, in the sense of like challenges, like trying to get a certain fuel economy, or, you know, doing a certain trip on one tank, I think that would be pretty interesting to do. I'm pretty sure driving from Scotland back to Birmingham, I managed to do it in one tank. if I remember correctly. I'm very sure I was able to do it on one tank. The car is actually pretty good when you're on the motorway fuel economy. It's the local driving where it kills you. I'm gonna leave this video there for now. Hope you all have enjoyed a quick drive and look around with this Lexus, which is the new daily driver project build. It's a shame the 3 Series didn't last long, but hey, it is what it is. I think this car worked out to be a better investment for me. And yeah, oh wow, that is bright. I'm gonna leave it on for the YouTube video for the good lighting, but I'm gonna not put this on. Oh no, I can't. It's just too bright. But yeah, look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Like I said, you think I could do anything to this car, leave it in the comments. Please make sure to subscribe to the channel to see more content from me. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video and like my new project car. Leave in the comments anything I can do differently or anything I can do to this car. Maybe I'm actually thinking of wrapping the roof, so maybe even a full car wrap. That might be something. And yeah, make sure to subscribe. Share the video, share it to all your friends, anyone, maybe help the channel out. And yeah, look forward to seeing you all in the next one. Peace out. Bye.